You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James. Happy you're here. In this video, we're playing 10 holes with the Westside Harp. I have one in Original Burst that I picked up for $8 shipped to my house, like crazy. I have this one in VIP plastic, which I wrote my number in the middle of because I got this one when I first started, when I was a noob and didn't know you're supposed to put them on the inside of the rim, whatever. And then this one in BT Hard Burst, which this was my very first ever overstable approach disc. Like I said, we're playing 10 holes. It kind of goes forehand, backhand the whole way through. We might switch it up throughout some of the holes, but first hole here, 192 feet. Every shot I take, I'm gonna go VIP, BT Hard, or Origio. So that's the order it's gonna be in every time. Red, blue, green. That red one, I used to throw a lot, so it is kind of beat in. I gotta remember that. That's out of bounds for sure. All right, put this one on more hyzer. Yeah, that's the throw. Get around the tree. Ah, still better than the two I'm used to throwing. All right, even though these are OB, I'm just gonna play them as hazard and putt from here because this is really the only hole I gotta worry about OB on. That's a 4 on hole 1. Save the par for the blue guy. Now let's see if the $8 one wins the first hole. I've been throwing a lot of MVP discs lately, and I wanted to give some love to Westside because when I first started playing disc golf, Westside discs were the ones I looked for over others just because I thought they had cool stamps and cool names, and that's kind of what mattered to me when I first started playing. 236 feet uphill. Decent throw, got in that ditch. Put this one on a bit more anhyzer. Weird bounce. $8 disc next. Much better throw. The advantage is gonna go to that one because I'm throwing it third, for sure. All three of these almost went the same distance. I do kind of like putting with these because I don't feel like I'm gonna throw it right too far and I can give it like more effort. Dang. I might switch to a harp. Oh, not this one though. Straddle Putt City. This one's for Kyle. Oh, that was close. If you've never watched my videos, the scores here don't really matter, so I can try that. For this hole, I never know if I want to throw forehand or backhand, and so heads is gonna be forehand, tails is gonna be backhand for each disc. Backhand for the VIP. Oh, I got hit by that tree. That's the one that stayed in my bag the longest too. Forehand for the BT Hard. Man, I'm thinking, so I'm so used to playing with my zone on this course, and it's much more overstable than these. That VIP one was similar when I first bought it, but it's beat in since then. The zone stayed very reliable. Oh yeah. Backhand, if you're curious. I'm a hot mess. I think we should skip this hole. All right, we're in the woods here where you're really gonna get to see the harp shine. We got some shorter holes coming up, and so with this one, you really just want to punch it straight down the gap and let the disc do the work. I have the catch cam set up way down there, so if you don't mind hitting the like button for some extra luck that I don't hit that camera. Little high. You want that to be a bit more flat. This Origio Burst one, I really kind of like the feel of this, especially like I said earlier for putting. Oh, it's too straight. Hey, like button, hit the like button, please. Hit the, woo! That was not as close as I thought it was gonna be. Let me know what you think of this, if it works out or not. Oh, great angle. I have 2 aces with this harp, and this was my first hole I ever aced with this harp on. Oh, and I hit the pole. Origio Burst is gonna do it. I said it. Drop. Oh. All right, what'd you think of that camera angle? Yay or nay? We're gonna go flexi backhand, try and go to the right of the tree where you see the basket at, and then have it come back around. Man, it's just not as overstable as my zone that I'm used to. That one came back. That was the best one. Really touchy. I like that one. Just like 2 holes ago where you can really just point and shoot at like a lane, you can do the same thing, putting it a touch on anhyzer. For this one, I kind of threw it a little bit too hard because I'm just not used to doing that shot anymore on this hole. And these aren't as overstable as, like I've been saying in this video, as my zone, but they feel great and it's not like they're just flat. All right, if you didn't know, the numbers for the harp are 4-3-0-3. I am used to throwing a forehand on this hole, and so I'm gonna make sure I put it on a little bit more hyzer than I do my zone, and also I'm gonna put it up in the air a bit higher, because normally I just try and pitch up and make sure we get under the basket, but kind of want to give this an ace run. Oh, so close. That might do it. Go, 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 go. Oh, man. All right, $8 disc for the win. Oh, I hit a tree, short. Oh, I want to hit 4 more. And it's rolling back. Guess that's what you get for $8. That's a joke. All right, let's save that with a nice little uphill jump putt. Oh. I think that's short. Second ace with this disc was on this hole. Might be long. Oh, you just want to hear it hit the chains on this hole. Like this, like this, like this. How close was that? It's gotta be close. This has really just been kind of like a play around with the harp, not so much of a review, but I did do a review of the yarn by Castoplast, and I compared it against the harp. And so if you didn't get enough out of this video, I apologize. My head's been kind of all over the place with this heat, but I'm gonna leave that one linked in the description, probably pin it in the comments, and it'll be that end card video as well. And so that video was from a while back, like over a year ago now. And so my style's kind of changed a little bit. I think my hair's shorter. 2 holes left. We're gonna give this one a nice forehand on hyzer, and then the last hole we're gonna throw all 3 of them backhand on a flex line for a farther shot. I like that. I like that too. Let's see if we can get this one to get closer. Oh, I threw it too flat. Gave it the sauce though. I heard Brody Smith call it the stank today. Does he always do that or no? I feel like I'm the stank today. All right, before we get to the anhyzer shot, I want to tell you a little bit more about the disc and how it's shaped. It's a deeper dish than a zone, but on a zone, this part is flat. So the bottom of the parting line is what it's called for the technical term, but I would just say like the bottom of the plate where the groove is here. This is flat on a zone. In here, it's got a groove, but it's deeper of a dish than a zone. I keep comparing it to a zone because I think that's the overstable approach to this most people are familiar with. If you like the groove, but you don't like the depth, I would get a yarn instead. That one's shorter and it has this groove as well. I really think it's gonna depend on your hand size and also, of course, whatever feels the most comfortable to you in your hand. Also for feel, if you want depth, but this isn't deep enough, I believe the Razor Claw 3 is deeper than this harp. I do love the harp. The only reason I took it out of my bag is because my zone did everything I needed to do, but I used to keep the VIP one in just for backhands and I would only forehand the zone, but since my game has evolved, I didn't really feel the need for it. But they're both very similar in flights. I do think the harp beats in to go straight longer, but it almost always finishes. All right, time for this flex shot. We do have a headwind coming in, so keep that in mind for these shots. But if you throw it nose up enough, it'll come back. We're gonna keep this one a little bit lower. I don't know if you can see it because of the hill, but it started to flatten out, but that one is a bit more beat in. All right, only counting the front 9 for scores. Here are your winners right here. But if this video helped you decide if the harp is for you or not, please give it a like, subscribe, join the Flippy fam so you don't miss out on future videos. We'll see you in the next one.